Hello everyone, I'm making a new video regarding how often you need to vaccinate your dog, any breed. I choose not to vaccinate my dogs too often because there is no reason to constantly aid in vaccination. Why there is no reason? Because once you vaccinate your dog as a puppy, you go through the three portions of vaccination at certain age. Before puppy turn like 7 months old, your puppy is establishing the immunity. If you are really scared, you can do the last vaccination year after the first vaccination. So let's say you did the first vaccination at age 6 or 8 weeks old, and it was February, so next February you can repeat it, and it will be last vaccination. In United States, the only vaccination required by law is rabies vaccination, and it's done every 3 years. Does it mean that rabies vaccination is not working longer than 3 years? No, it does stay in your dog's body way longer, but it's just a law. So even if rabies can stay by law 3 years, why veterinarians want you to make a different vaccination, this DHPP and everything, every year? You should ask your veterinarian why. I'm going to veterinarian with my dog, and I do titers. So I'm checking blood. I'm taking blood from my dogs, and they send it to IDEX laboratory, and laboratory is checking level of antibodies for these infections in my dog blood work. So Aya, as example, went to veterinarian a week ago. She's 10 years old. She was born July 2015. Her last vaccination was done in September 2017. I will make a picture of it. This is when she was vaccinated last time. And I took her to the veterinarian to check her antibodies level. And I did it when I did it. I did it in 2020. I did it in 2020, and it says that she was all positive. Distemper antibody, parvovirus antibody positive. It was 2020, so 3 years after her last vaccination, she was still protected by vaccination. And then I took her in 2024. And she still was protected. It says that parvo, distemper, and hepatitis. She was still positive, protected by vaccination. She received in 2017, still protected. And last week I took her again, and I did. She had a discharge in her ear, so I wanted to be checked, and it says it's normal, even as discharge. And I did ask veterinarian to do this again, parvovirus and distemper test, and it says positive. So her last vaccination was done in 2017, and right now it's the summer of 2025, and she is protected for deadly dog disease with vaccinations she received many years ago. Ask your veterinarian why your dog needs to be vaccinated every year if it's a way to know if your dog is still protected. Why you need to constantly add vaccination into your dog's body? Is it good for anyone? I received last vaccination, like a serious vaccination, when I was in high school, a long time ago. I didn't receive boosters for this vaccination ever since because they're lifetime. Some vaccination you need to redo every 10 years. I think at this vaccination, if you cut your finger on something like a sharp, so the vaccination is definitely working for 10 years. 10 years. So why vaccination for dogs need to be done once a year? And there is no guidelines created for veterinarians which says that it needs to be. It's just what veterinarian decided to do. Is it for good? No, it's not for a good. Do you want to bring your dog to do like an overall check the lungs, listen the heart, palpate all the organs, do just the blood work? Yes, definitely you can do this. You can do it twice a year if you like, but there is no point to go to veterinarian and do vaccination every year. Please educate yourself and do better for your dog, because your dog is harmless. They cannot do much, right? You put the leash, you take the dog to veterinarian, you do whatever you like. So as a good dog parent, you need to educate yourself and not harm your dog health. As a puppy, make the vaccination, builds immunity. When your puppy turns a year, you can do this serology titer test and see if your puppy is protected. And if he's protected, that's it. You're done with vaccination. Okay? You can maybe do this titer test in 4 years if you like. But there is no reason even to do a titer test every year. There is no point for that. I hope this video is informative. I will do a close-up picture of every of these documents I got from my veterinarian so you can see it yourself. Have a nice day.